All right, here we go. God dang it. Light, let's get it. I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Y'all, I'm sorry. It's everything is crazy right now. Give me just a moment. I can't believe this mess right here. Jesus Christ. What happened? I just went away for a minute and this shit happened. Oh Lord, don't tell me I'm dancing. That's what it is. I'm freaking dancing and I shouldn't be. How do I stop that? Stop that. Stop that. God dang it. And lay the hell down. So sorry. Ooh, I did not mean for that to happen. Give me a second so I can get my damn settings straight. It is not a good day for this shit. Somebody just did something. They sent me something. Someone said a secret word or something and it popped me up. Give me just a minute. I'm struggling right now. I'm just everywhere and then nowhere right now. Today is not the day for me. Like I said, I've been fighting with those damn cable people. I told their asses I didn't get home until after 4 o'clock, and them assholes still sent that dude out there when I didn't need him to be out there. It just was very, very frustrating. That's all I can say. Okay, let me get back to this because I'm just mad as hell about this. All right. Okay, better. I was laying down, and that's all I wanted to do was lay down. There we go. Here I am. Hello. Let me get rid of this so y'all can see me again. Here I am. Hello. So sorry about that. The rough beginning because, like I said, it's been stressful because the motor man didn't come. I'm still looking for an apartment, but things have calmed the hell down. So I'm glad for that. Thank you for coming, y'all. Let me begin. We're going to begin with some mess. I didn't think this couple would last out the first goddamn week, but it is what it is. Let's begin. And then the smoke got me. So Megan Good finally spills the tea on her relationship with Jonathan Majors. I don't what she sees in him. He is not handsome at all. He reminds me of a very large-nosed lion, and I just don't find lions attractive. So I don't know if you like it, I love it. Whatever. Let me get my little banner up. I always do this shit, and I be forgetting to do it. So here we go. Please stay with me here because I'm working on it. So Megan Good is not letting critics online nor in her close circle of friends dissuade her from being happy in and continuing to publicize her current relationship with former Marvel star Jonathan Majors. So she basically went from a preacher to a lion. All right, whatever. You don't need us to tell you the domestic dispute legal kerfuffle. I can't believe they actually have a spelling of that. Whatever. What you say? Let me see here now. Maybe John is hitting the right spots. I guess he must be because I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But then again, there's always those couples. You see one that's good looking, and then you see another one that looks like a crime against nature. And they happy and in love as much as they want to. And you nasty, Terry. I just want to tell you that. I let it flow over my head, but you nasty. Don't make me go get some lights off. You know I got 2 ninja cats. I'm ready. All right, so let's continue with this kerfuffle. Anyways, it resulted in him being convicted of a 3rd-degree reckless assault and harassment. Manhattan judge sentenced him to enroll in a DV treatment program for 1 year, continuing therapy, and no jail time. But throughout his trial, Good was by his side. She better be, guys. God dang it. He could sniff her out with that sniffer. And my family got big noses, but I can't get over his. God dang. His whole face is big. I just don't know what to say. In speaking on Tuesday's episode of Hoda and Jenna, I don't know. I don't watch this shit. In a promotion of her new Tyler Perry film, Divorce in Black. Oh, God. He's got comedy sometimes, and he's a good watch if you high. But real talk, Tyler be leaving them damn plot holes that be killing me. Don't start another storyline if you ain't never gonna finish it. Because then I feel like I just watched a Nollywood movie. And real talk, the Nollywood movies are getting better. But back in the day, they never had a goddamn ending. Just like, well, what happened? The car was coming. You gonna end the movie right there? Did he get hit? Anyways, yeah, she is underrated. She's been in quite a few films. But I also feel like she has not been in that film. You know how The Bodyguard was for Whitney, and Malcolm X, I guess you could say, was for Denzel, but a whole bunch of movies were for Denzel. But you know, that movie that puts you on the spot. She's been in movies, but she has not been someone that stood out as the heroine. You know, it feels like she's always been a supporting actress. I think it's time for her to have her own movie. I mean, let's see what she can really do. I've seen her in quite a few movies, so I don't understand why she hasn't had a starring role. Most of the time, she's sharing the limelight. You know, like I thought she was really good in how act like you know what I'm saying. You know that damn movie, Steve Harvey's movie. I liked the movie. I liked her in the movie, but I haven't seen her in any like starring roles, and that's the shame of it. The support that we've been able to give each other, the pouring into each other, the honest conversations, the love, the respect, just the care and the thoughtfulness. It's just been really wonderful, she said, around the 4-minute mark. Well, at least she's closer to Coretta. That's all I can say. She went on to explain how everyone around her advised her to take a beat before publicizing their romance amidst major legal troubles. But at the end of the day, while she took their advice in consideration, yes, thank you, act like a man. Oh, thank you so much. That was going to drive me crazy for the rest of the night. But at the end of the day, while she took their advice into consideration, Good made her own decision standing by it. One thing I know is that I can always look in the mirror when I trust my spirit, when I trust God, when I ask God, and when I move to the beat of my own drum. I can always look and say, okay, I'm proud of that. Well, all I got to say, lady, is keep your phone to yourself, keep it locked, keep yourself in shape, and might I suggest kickboxing classes. Lay that fool out if he tries something. I'm just saying. No matter whatever happens, I have peace in my heart and I have harmony in my heart. And it's only when I do something based on someone else saying, well, I think you should do this, I take everyone I love's opinion into account. But at the end of the day, I'm the one who has to have to live my life. I find it a little strange because you divorced a man of God, but now you're saying God is leading you to another man that that is not your first husband. And I mean, technically your whole purpose of this is to have sex with this man, which means that I'm just getting into this. It is what it says. You divorced the man so you can go have sex with someone else. So basically you're committing adultery and you're saying that God is leading you to this dude. Okay. If you say so, I'm just saying. Sorry, I went into that tirade, but I do have people from the South with very deep roots in the Bible area. So sometimes that stuff kicks back in, and I'm just like, wait a minute. If you say you so of God, I just don't like wolves in sheep clothing, and I don't like when people use God inappropriately. Jonathan recently received some kind of award. Shoot, he finally received a role. I thought he was done for, because I'm still trying to figure out when Johnny Depp is going to start working again, and he was proven innocent. So, I mean, Jonathan is leaps and bounds ahead of the regular man that gets accused of DV. That's all I can say. Or I don't know. Maybe no one can respect you if you let your partner shit in your bed. I could be wrong. I'm trying to figure out why Johnny ain't got no jobs. Anyways, I want to be responsible for the choices I make, and I want to live the life that I want to live, she concluded. So you got rid of the man of God to get a man who was in a DV situation, even if he was innocent, and you think God sent you to do that. And okay, whatever. If you like it, I love it, lady. I can't tell you nothing else. He received the perseverance. Yeah, I guess you should get that if you have a girlfriend like he had. I don't know. But you know what time it is now. So everybody get your angry faces on. It's time to deal with the fuckery. Here we go. I told you it's a struggle right now. I'm trying to get to the fuckery. So, you remember this dude, the Maryland teacher with the braids and shit? Well, here he go. He back. Here's an update on Braidgate. What happened? Hold on. Let me get rid of that thing. I always do this shit and I forget to do it. And then when I go to cut it up. So, yeah, here we go. Oh, shit. What happened to my screen? Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. That would make sense. Y'all, please give me grace. I'm still working on this. It was suggested. I'm going to get a hang of it. My homeboy said this would be easier so I can cut these things into pieces. So I'm trying to get it done. All right, so here we go about this mess. Marquise White, that's his name. So here's the update. We all remember the Maryland teacher who went viral for the wrong reasons, right? In May, Marquise White shared a video on his TikTok where he showed his young black female students taking out his braids before his appointment. Why did they put that there? Anyways, the video led to widespread controversy from across the internet, with some claiming that no teacher should have that kind of relationship with their students, and others defending the video, saying it was innocent. Despite differing views on an investigation was launched against White by the Prince George's, that's a horrible name for a county public schools. Wait, I'll tell you in a minute. He defended his actions by saying that he was mainly being attacked because he is a young, handsome black man. Well, aren't you full of yourself, sir? But in a recent video posted in his TikTok, White gave the public an update and said that he's allowed back in the classroom. On Friday, July 5th, White said, guess what? Guess who finally received a decision from the county on behalf of the superintendent in regards to my employment status. At first, I was really bothered by how long this process was taking, but now, as I'm looking back on it, I want to thank the county for taking their time and ensuring I wasn't an actual weirdo that slipped through the cracks before they allowed me back in the classroom. Real talk, why did you say that shit? Real talk. Because first of all, yeah, I'm from the old school. I kind of don't feel like their hands should be in your fucking hair, but I can't say much because I had a teacher bring all of our asses, male and female, to her house during the weekend so we could practice for competition in academics. But still, dude, I'm wondering, would you have thanked them had they decided not to? I'm just playing devil's advocate there, because you sitting up here saying that you're thankful that they took that time. You felt entitled. Really, the relationships with adults and children is getting really, really blurred. And we need to understand that kids, they don't need to have, even at work, if this was your niece and you were their uncle and their hands were in your hair, it's still considered unprofessional because you are in a professional setting, and your hair not being done or being undone is not considered professional. So if anything, I give you a write-up, me personally. I mean, I wouldn't fire you, but this is really not professional at all. Love that you have a great relationship with them, but this is too close in my opinion. I'm coming from a fucking class. I come from the year class of 99, and I didn't realize that some of them damn teachers was touching and hunching, as they say, on them kids. And that was gross. Okay? You a grown ass person. These people ain't fully developed. So I do not agree with this. That's how I stand. I said what I said. I'm not taking it back. Yes, it was unprofessional on his behalf. It was unprofessional on his behalf, and they really had no business trying to overstep that. I think that their parents should have told them off the back, this is not good. You shouldn't be this damn close. Unless one of y'all motherfuckers is actually related to him, I really don't think your hands need to be in his hair. Shit, when I was little, people used to get in my hair, but I was a kid, and I didn't know what the hell, but now don't put your hand in my hair. If I offer you, which is very rare, I'd have to like you enough to touch my hair. Don't fucking come in my hair. Anyways, while there are sure to still be some detractors who still disagree with his actions, many were positive in his comment section, with one user writing, "The entire situation made me realize the significant amount of healing that our community needs. Absolutely nothing was wrong with what you did, and I'm glad you're back." There was a lot of things if you're talking about professional. Okay, one of these days, I'm just going to fucking do a professional class. I had one in high school, and then I had another one in college before I graduated. And I think we really, really need to just go ahead and do those classes again, because y'all have really blurred the fucking lines of a lot of shit. Students and children, there's a line, okay? There should be a line, because that is an adult who is not related to you. There has to be a barrier. Okay? There does not need to be any kind of, now it's great if this person is also acting as your counselor, but yeah, nah. One of these damn channels is talking. That dang commercial. Shit, I don't need it no more. Let me close that. That's all I'm saying. I really just don't agree with the kids being that close to their teacher. That's all I'm saying. He shouldn't get fired. I don't think he should have got fired in the first place. But I also don't think they need to be crowding him all up in. I wouldn't agree if it was a woman teacher. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. I just don't think that relationship is needed in a school area, especially in this time where apparently adults, male or female, are going for kids. And I don't think anything is sexy about a kid. Every time I look at one, they're covered in slobber and somebody's asking me to clean them. I hate cleaning kids. I'm just saying. I hate it. But anyways, before I move on, let me go ahead and do my commercial because y'all know I'm still working on building this. I got 122 people, so I'm very happy about that. And I'm still going through one hell of a storm, but with y'all support and love and prayers, I'm gonna get through it. But let's go to this commercial, y'all. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. Be my little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn. Please do remember to hit the like button. Help me get into the algorithm so I can grow my numbers some more. So maybe I can finally afford to get a house. I ain't even trying to get a luxury damn house. I just want an apartment. Thank you, Terry. I do like that song. I just want to get a multi-family home so I can put my multi-family in that bitch. My mama can have her shit. I can have my shit. And whoever the hell needs one can have their shit. That's all I'm trying to get to. And I'm definitely not trying to do it alone with YouTube. But hey, help me get the numbers so I can get some of that YouTube money. Not your money, the YouTube money. Anyway, so fuckery it is. Discriminatory past shapes heat waves in communities of color. Let me change that banner. I'm always doing that shit. Eventually, I'm going to get the hang of this. Like I said, my homeboy suggested this. It's supposed to make it easier, but it's only easier if I fucking remember. Anyways, yeah, apparently heat waves are discriminatory. What the fuck? So this was reported. I remember doing that. I used to love playing in the water. July 8th, which was 2 days ago, Ruben Barrios knows the scorching truth. When it comes to extreme heat, where you live can be a matter of life and death. The 66-year-old lives in Mott Haven, a low-income neighborhood in New York's South Bronx, where more than 90% of residents are Latino or Black. Every summer, the South Bronx becomes one of the hottest parts of the city with temperatures 8 degrees. I'm not doing that Celsius. Fuck y'all. Higher than on the Upper West and East Sides. Lusher majority white neighborhoods less than a mile away. How the hell is it an 8? That ain't right. An 8-degree difference within a mile. That's some spooky shit. Y'all need to get some air conditioners. Fuck an air conditioner. Go get that box fan. Give them out to them people. And tell them to put it in the goddamn door, in the window. I promise you, the motherfuckers sometimes work better than an air conditioner. I'm saying. Anyways, the heat is just uncomfortable. It's the top cause of weather-related fatalities nationwide, quietly unaliving an average of 350 New Yorkers each year, according to a city mortality report. As he took a break from his pool game at an apartment complex, an older adults community center that serves as a designating cooling space, Barrios recalled a recent heat wave. I lost 2 persons. 2 persons? What the fuck? They were close to me. Who says 2 persons? Tens of millions of Americans are facing major heat waves with temperatures consistently exceeding 90 degrees. I ain't doing that metrics. You kiss my behind. I'm sorry. I ain't got the time. But in big cities, the heat hits hardest. Let me see here. It's a documentary I watched over when live years ago. Girl, I believe it. I goddamn believe it, because Boston got hit with a heat wave when I was little. I got my ass locked out the house, and apparently I don't know my own strength because I took the whole goddamn screen door knob off. I was pissed and in trouble. Man, the worst thing to be is anxious and hot. Anyways, but in big cities, the heat hits hardest for people of color and low-income residents. In New York, Black residents unalive from heat stress at a double the rate of white residents. I ain't even gonna lie. About 3 weeks ago, when that first heat wave hit, it took me down. It took me down, made me use a PTO. I had heat exhaustion. I mean, I came in the house, sat down, and it felt like someone unplugged the plug in me, and all my energy seeped out. Ooh, I was tired. Then I felt sick the next day. Ugh. Anyways, only a quarter of New York City's population is African American, but half of the unalivings from heat are African American, said Bill. I ain't saying that name. It looks like Utter. Allfelder, executive director of the Nature Conservancy in New York. So there is something wildly disproportionate. We definitely have to be safe in this weather and hydrated. Oh, girl, you ain't joking. I started drinking more water. I need to get on some. I'm gonna let y'all know, because a homegirl of mine, when I was a security officer out in the boonies of the plants, she was my senior, and she kept quitting. But anyways, she came down really with bad heat stroke or heat exhaustion, and it's because she didn't have electrolytes. So also invest in pickle sickles. I'm not being nasty. They're actually pickle juice frozen. It's good for electrolytes. I'm just letting y'all know. Girl, we're over there in Lexington. They are covering up the parking lots with trees. I'm telling you, there was a big ass parking lot where I used to turn, and now it's just trees in a strip where you can maybe park about 4 cars. And they doing it again in another spot. I was like, I ain't never seen reforestation like man-made. That was new. But let me get back to this. Mortality rates records from cities across the country have shown that heat unalives along socioeconomic and racial lines. In 1995, a deadly heat wave unalived 739 people in Chicago, as Terry just mentioned. Most of the victims were poor. I'm going to have to buy some of those. Yeah, you are. They're definitely at Market Basket in Louisiana, because that's where she got hers, and I see them selling them there. I don't know where they are up here, but Market Basket is in the South as well. I think it's a different owner though. They got those pickle sickles over there. Walmart might have them too. So people above the Mason-Dixie or whatever the hell that line is, go check out Walmart for those pickle sickles. I'm telling you, it sounds weird, but it'll keep your ass from feeling horrible. I'm just saying. Anyways, let me see here now. Most of the victims were poor, elderly, and Black. Last year, Black people made up 11% of heat-related fatalities in Maricopa County, Arizona, which includes Phoenix. I'm telling you right now, there's a YouTube channel where someone really cooked a goddamn egg on the sidewalk. I couldn't believe it. I was done. Despite the fact that Black residents are just 6.8% of the county of Maricopa. Ooh, Lord. During heat waves, Memphis, Tennessee, in the 1960s and 1980s, there were people who were too poor to turn on their air conditioning and unalive. Shit, I can't even turn mine on. That shit don't work right. But I got a fan in my face, so if you don't hear me very well, that's because there's a fan in my face. Anyways, said David Jones, a professor and historian of science at Harvard University, some older adults in housing projects unalived at night because they feared burglars were unwilling to open their windows or go outside to sit on their porches. That is so messed up. Environmental justice advocates, and it sounded like I read that wrong too. It just didn't sound right to me. Some elderly at night because they feared burglars and were unwilling to open their windows. Okay. Why would a burglar, if you going outside to sit on the porch, you ain't burglar ain't got no business coming for you, because they usually come at night. If you sitting outside at night, that's your ass, because mosquitoes gonna bite you up. That's all I'm saying. That's why that didn't make no sense to me. Environmental justice advocates trace this inequality back to decades of discriminatory housing policy, especially redlining, the 1930s government practice of rating neighborhoods, investing worthiness using race as a determining factor, and denying mortgages to minority buyers, the labeling of minority neighborhoods as risky, restricted sources for generations. It also starved those areas of parks and trees and affected how residents experience heat today. Comparing 1930s redlining maps with resident heat vulnerability by New York City's health department reveals stunning correlations between how areas were categorized and were rare. God dang it. Residents are most likely to unalive from heat. You know what? I'm going to be ready when I get monetized because I'm getting sick of this shit. Those heat islands, they really are in those historically redlined neighborhoods, and that's where the trees need to go, Oldfelder said, referring to the urban heat island effect, where heavily paved areas with sparse vegetation trap more heat than underlying areas. In the 1930s, the Homeowners Loan Corporation assigned Mott Haven a D grade, the lowest possible for hazardous. Once again, Mott Haven is in New York. For the adjacent neighborhood of Morrisania, the agency listed Negro and Puerto Rican infiltration and obsolete homes as detrimental influences. You know, that is a fucked up thing to say about a human being. Today, the South Bronx has some of the city's lowest per capita green space and is crisscrossed by power plants, waste stations, and highways that cause severe noise and air pollution. Residents face high rates of infant mortality, cognitive issues, heart disease, and asthma. So much so that Mott Haven is sometimes nicknamed Asthma Alley. It's better than Cancer Alley. Shit. These conditions heighten heat vulnerability. Environmental racism in the South Bronx is in full view, said, what's up with these names? Arif Allah, executive director of the environmental justice group South Bronx Unite. Can someone with a regular name do these studies? Similar inequalities have been identified across the country. In 2022, a Boston University analysis of 115 metropolitan areas from San Jose, California to Louisville, even though it says Louisville, Kentucky, and Hartford, Connecticut, found that air conditioning was less likely to be available in places with more residents who identify as either Black or African American or Hispanic or Latino. Fuck this then. I'm going to identify as fucking cat, okay? A damn feline. Can I get out of these goddamn taxes and shit? Jesus. I didn't know you could identify. I go outside. My skin is brown. It turns darker when the sun, they call me black. I didn't know I could identify. Anyways, in a bid to combat climbing temperatures, New York City Mayor Eric Adams activated the city's heat emergency plan on June 18th for a week, designating hundreds of locations as air-conditioned facilities where residents can cool off during the day. New York City Emergency Management Commissioner Zach Iscol said the city is distributing cool kits and indoor thermometers. He urged more funding for a program that helps low-income. Give me a second here. Fucking bug. Give me a second. I'm smacking the shit out of him. You ain't going to get a meal out of me. In Roxbury, the life expectancy is 20 years shorter than 3 miles away in Fenway. You know what? I might not move back to Roxbury. I wanted to, but shit. I already fucked up my longevity. I don't need help. And if you don't know, then you don't need to know. I'm just saying. Yeah, Miss Bev, and I'm up here with her too. I came up here from Louisiana. Good grief, I left the heat for more heat. How'd that work? Anyways, he urged more funding for, I said that. It has received 21,000 applications this year for individuals with limited mobility installing air conditioning which actually raises outdoor temperatures, or reaching cooling centers may not be possible in areas such as Brownsville, the Bronx, and East Harlem. Residents also report that going outside to cool off means risking encounters with crime and drug activity. God damn. It's either die of heat or die of influence. Shit. Celine Oliveria, who has lived in the South Bronx for 9 years, brought her 2 grandchildren, 9 and 4, to cool off in fountains at Willis Playground. She said the opioid epidemic has resulted in drug users pew-pewing up in the bathrooms. Oh, not pew-pewing, but that in the bathrooms. She worries that a child could pick up a needle. So now you understand what I'm trying to say. Environmentalists say one solution to beating the heat in sprawling cities is planting more trees, creating green spaces like parks, meadows, and covering rooftops with plants. Lower income communities of color, often immigrant communities, that's where we need to be focusing. Oldfelder said majority people of color neighborhoods have 33% less tree canopy than predominantly white neighborhoods. Yeah, girl, we only about an hour or so away from each other. Majority people of color neighborhoods have 33% less tree canopy than that can make them up to 13 degrees hotter, 7 degrees Celsius than neighborhoods 2 miles away. Last fall, the New York City Council passed laws adding trees to the city's charter sustainability plans. Oh, and Terry, just to let you know, I got in touch with that dude that your daughter was talking about, and he said he's gonna see what he can do. I got in touch with him today. Anyways, last fall, the New York City Council passed laws adding trees to the city's charter sustainability plans and requiring the city to develop an urban forest plan to increase tree cover from 22 to 30% by 2035. Not if that turd gets in, it's gonna kill them all. On a recent sweltering day, Howard Shillingford, a 50-year-old janitor who grew up in the South Bronx, said he had never felt heat like this. It's especially bad when he cleans school stairwells, which often have the windows closed. Oh my God, those staircases are like ovens, Shillingford said while reading news on a computer at Mott Haven's Public Library, another cooling center. Residents of heat-vulnerable neighborhoods are resourceful. Barrios keeps a wet towel on the back of his neck. Oliverio sprays her grandchildren with toy water guns. Jorge Morales, a 50-year-old graffiti artist and South Bronx native, showers twice a day and rinses his chihuahua Bugsy in the sink. Sometimes residents unscrew fire hydrants, letting water gush across street walks into the streets. Give me a second. Another bug. It's hot. Me personally, I try to stay on the ground. My cats do too, but real talk, it's ridiculous. And I also invest in those USB charging air fans that you can wear around your neck. I invest in them bitches too, because it was hot one night. I had 2 fans on me and that shit around my neck, and I was still hot because I wasn't trying to run on my electric bill, which is so damn high. If I hadn't called them today, my lights would have been turned off. Woo! Missed that bullet. I don't like the waste of water, but it's what happens. It's what people here do. It's a survival technique, says Morales, who is Puerto Rican and Cuban, as he charged his phone at the same library. Extreme heat is likely to become the new normal, experts say, and it must not be underestimated. Last year, the U.S. experienced the most heat waves since 1936. The way things are going, the heat waves in 2044 are going to be so much worse than they are now, said Jones, the science historian. This isn't an anomalous heat wave. This is the taste of what's to come. What the hell are you talking about? I've been in the South for almost 20 years. I'm used to this shit, but I don't like it. I can promise you that much. And real talk, like, it is fucking hot. It is ridiculous, and they need to stop that. But if we get that turd in, there goes the EPA again. And we're going to get less trees because they ain't going to be able to survive this air. We ain't going to be able to survive this. And did you guys know that the depression in the 1920s had a better economy than we who do now? I'm just saying, did you know that right now what we're going through is worse than what they were going through in the 1920s? How the hell does that work? Someone make it make sense. But anyways, we ain't done with the fuckery. Let's go. And then the smoke got me. So, man charged after woman found unalive in sleeping bag on New York City sidewalk. New York getting it. Shit. New York is seriously getting it. This is ridiculous. What you say? I get sick with headaches when it's humid. Girl, I get itchy. If there's no humidity and it's just hot to be hot, I get itchy as fuck. I think that's what they call hives. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, a man has been charged after a woman's remains were found in a sleeping bag, not a sleeping bag, a sleeping bag on a sidewalk in New York City on Friday, July 5th. Wait a minute. How big was that backpack? How big was that bag? That's scary. Woman's remains? What you do? Did you fold her? Ugh. On Friday, July 5th, officers responded to reports of a suspicious package with a foul smell outside of the building, a building on East 27th Street. Authorities found remains later identified as 31-year-old Yasmin Williams in a plastic bag that was placed inside a sleeping bag and tied to a dolly cart. That's too much shit. Y'all got too much time for this shit. Williams also found with pew-pew shot wounds in the head, and her unaliving was ruled a homicide. Girl, ain't it? No one should have that happen to them. Chad Irish was arrested on charges of concealment of a human corpse, criminal possession of a weapon, and menacing in connection to the incident. Irish wasn't facing any homicide-related charges. Why not? In Williams' unaliving as of Tuesday this week. Yesterday, Nicole Williams, the victim's mother, said he's disgusting. He looks like scum. They were angry. He took her. They were angry. He took her life away. Threw my daughter in a garbage bag. That is absolutely disgusting. And I do hope someone gets his ass. It's to me every time I go outside too. And yes, that sounds like hives. I need to because I mean, I never stayed out there long enough, but when it gets so hot that like, you know, there's no air, that's when I start to itch and it's annoying as fuck. So I run back in the house. But, you know, we got a little bit more fuckery. So let's get to it. Y'all ain't never going to believe this shit. This is some crazy shit here. Emotional content. And let me change my banner so I know what the hell I'm doing. Karen and baby Karen harass black man at grocery store in viral TikTok. When they gonna go away for good? They go away a little and then they pop up and then they go away and then they pop up. When they gonna go away? Go away. Two white women were dubbed Karen and baby Karen after a video shows them harassing a black man in a grocery store. Outside while being black. Y'all know that's a law now. At least unspoken, it seems. In now viral video, two women can be seen standing behind the man with their cart in the check line. Man, I'm gonna start walking around with a taser all the time. That hectic yesterday, last hours, couldn't even fall asleep. Did you take something? I hope you took something, girl. I know a lot of people don't like taking medicine, but sometimes you need it. That's all I'm gonna say. If I can figure out how to get my damn screen for doing this shit, I would be so damn happy. Swear to God, I keep fucking with it, and I end up making more layouts. I don't want more layouts. I just want my screen back. Shit. And you know what? For real. Hey, House of Queens, how you doing? Let me get your shout out up here. Y'all need to go check her out. She be reporting a bunch of stuff. House of Queens, I think you can use your opener now because I covered it under TikTok. And when you do your things on TikTok, then you can bring them over. They're covered. I promise you they're covered. If not, I will make you a brand new one. But you should be able to because like I said, I covered you. But anyways, y'all go and check out House of Queens. That's her channel right there, House of Queens TV. 318 Red. That's Red right there. I believe it's because she's a red bone. I have yet to understand the difference. I have never learned the difference between a yellow bone and a red bone. But anyways, here she is. Go check out her page. I'm gonna put it up there again. She is she's a great person. She has very interesting stories. I can't really categorize it. So whatever sector she fits in, go over there and check her out. Back to this mess right here. So in a now viral video, the two women can be seen standing behind the man with their cart in a checkout line. The woman pushing the cart appeared to purposely bump the man in back as they move forward in the line. This prompts the man to turn around and condemn the woman for her behaviors. I ain't gonna lie, that gave me a flashback. My mom, I used to accidentally hit her, and that was a chance for your head to be taken off. So when they said that they bumped her, all I could imagine is someone reaching back for their Achilles or their ankle and then turning around with death in their eyes as they look at the culprit. Because that's what she used to do. She said, if you hit me again, we ain't gonna make it. And both of us ain't leaving. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, when he said that, so then so he turned around and apparently he said, hit me with that motherfucking cart one more time. I'm gonna punch you in your fucking face. I don't censor. Just letting you know. The man said, back the fuck off of me. An argument ensues between the man and woman before a bystander who is recording the incident steps in to defend him. Lady, you need to stop. You've been harassing him this whole time, the bystander said. Hope everyone is happy. Oh, yes. I hope you're all right and in peace and comfort right now, girl. And I still think you need to get a second and third opinion and go to a whole nother state and talk to some doctors out there who are much better, just in case. Because you know we don't get the best health. To be real. I'm not trying to be racist or nothing, but we don't get the best health. That's why we don't trust them. Anyways, Before the alteration began, the TikTok user who shared the video said the women had falsely accused the man of cutting them in line. At one point during the interaction, a store employee approached the group to find out what happened. She's been harassing him the entire time, the bystander said. The employee then appeared to walk away, and the women turned their attention to the bystander defending the man. You can turn your camera off, the woman said. Nah, I'll just wait, the bystander replied. The second woman then turned around to berate the bystander. I just wondered, do you just have that out all the time while you're going through the store? The woman asked. No, just when people are harassing others, the bystander responded. The video ended with the women appearing to go to a different checkout line. Girl, my mother does too. I don't think she can even go out the house anymore. As for me, I don't really have allergies in the concept of being outside, except sometimes the grass fucks me up, and I think that's from being forced to go outside because my mom is allergic to the grass pollen. I didn't know you could do. I'm more allergic to my animals, but as long as I keep their fur on my face, I'm good. And I'm allergic to what I digest. Love crawfish, gotta eat Benadryl. Don't really eat crabs and stuff, but my mom does, so I gotta watch her. Love lobster. Gotta take Benadryl. Clams do not affect me, but I'm grossed out by oysters. I don't get that. I just don't like the taste of oysters. They're gross. But anyways, here's this damn video. You might not hear it, but I just want y'all to see it. How the hell did they get baby Karen out of that shit? Both of them are huge. Is that a moo-moo? And I mean that in the most disrespectful way. Not the cool moo-moos we be having. This is not flattering. It is trying to give her a waist where there is no waist, and it does not work. I'm not going to back the fuck up. So I'm not even tempting fate. You see who the hell they are. Apparently, I don't see how you can get baby, my favorite. I've been to Joe's Crab Shack before. Oh, that's the end of it. But basically, I'm glad that guy was there. Somebody was there. And, you know, at this point, I think everybody should always have a damn body cam on them. Matter of fact, I suggest we all invest in body cams so that just in case these motherfuckers try and pull some shit, we got shit on us that, aha, do I have one or don't I? I mean, and if you broke and you can't afford one like me, get something that looks like it. That's all I'm saying. Get a dummy one until you can afford a real one. I mean, I think I'm gonna save up, real talk. If anybody want to give me a gift for Hanukkah or some shit, seriously, get me a body cam, because it feels like we need to do that shit. Because shit, the body cams on them ain't working. But before I move on into we out of, let me check, because sometimes I tell y'all we out of fuckery and then there'll be some more fuckery. So let me just go ahead and check this up before I move to the next story. I'm gonna do my commercial. Okay, we being sexy laying down. I see you. Girl, I didn't know what else to do. I wanted to be out of the water because I've been in the water for the last two shows. So I wanted to get out the water, but I couldn't sit on the, there's no pose that's good enough for me to like lay up and be chilling on this damn lounge. So the best I could do was laying down, but then I realized my hips are too big and it looked like I ain't got nothing on. So I had to find another angle. Now my arm is going through my titty. If I had an actual normal sized avatar, I made her as big as I fucking could. The only other thing I could do was get a chubby one, and I'm not that damn big. Jeez. But Terry knows what I look like. I did as much as I could to look like I look. But here go my commercial, y'all. I'm about to mute my mic so I don't hear no echo, because sometimes I be hearing the echo when I do the playback to cut this stuff up. So here we go, y'all. Please remember to like, subscribe. I'm at 122. I would love to get to 500, y'all. Just saying. Am I being greedy? If I am, I'm sorry. I'm loving the love. So here we go. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn. All right, I'm back. I forgot I was trying to get a puff in. But here we go. You look just fine. I like the blue and white. Oh, thank you, girl. Thank you so much. You know, I got to be careful. Sometimes people take this avatar too seriously, or they take it too lightly, and they don't seem to understand it does represent me, but at the same time, it doesn't. So watch what the fuck you say. I can take I can take when you say something like the first or two times, but when you make it a habit, then I get insecure, then I get irritated. Oh, girl, yes, I also have up to 9,500 views as of yesterday. So that's good. Something's interesting them. I just hope it ain't like something really fucked up, and then I find out like a month later that I went viral for some stupid shit and didn't even realize it. I'm just saying. But let me get this damn banner out of the way so we can continue. So Biden need us again to help him out this hole. Black lawmakers are a key line of defense for Biden as he fights to save his campaign. I'm not lying, and I said it before he did this damn debate. Maybe he needs to sit his ass down. The only reason he's doing this is because he's being petty with Trump. That's the only reason, because he had originally said he was only going to do it one time. When he got in the office, he going to do one time, and this asshole went ahead and going again because he has to beat the orange turd. You ain't got to beat him. Sit your ass down and let somebody else do it, because your shock look is scary for me. Anyways, this was reported in Washington. President Joe Biden is counting on an important political firewall to help him stave off Democratic defections. Freudian slip? I don't know. And save his flagging re-election campaign. Leaders of the Congressional Black Caucus. On Monday, after a wave of congressional Democrats called for the president to step aside as the party's nominee, Congressional Black Caucus Chair Stephen Horsford, Democrat of Nevada, reaffirmed his support for Biden in the wake of his disastrous debate performance against former president and current felon Donald Trump last month. Horsford's public support is significant, even given that he is facing a competitive race this fall. President Joe Biden is the nominee and has been selected by millions of voters across the country, including voters here in Nevada. Horsford said in a statement posted on social media, adding that Nevadians care about a striving and equitable economy, taking on big corporations to lower costs, and protecting the hard-fought freedoms, rights, and opportunities we've earned. Well, quite frankly, at this point, like I said, I'm going with whichever party gives me the best survival chances, and I'm basically just voting against Trump. I don't give a fuck at this point. I'm voting against Hitler 2.0. That's all I'm saying. What the fuck? Oh my God. Somebody just triggered one of my things, and I just got hit with some stuff. Thank you. I think it was Terry. Terry said the special word, and I'm glad I'm off video, but you might have seen the movement behind the screen. I have certain words that will trigger things, but I made them so vague, I can't remember them. And when people do it, I'm like, oh, that's one of them. Anyways, what you say, cookie buffoons, caucus more like they do nothing to help black people. Basically, I haven't seen anybody but that's why they keep pressing everybody to vote local, because we can put pressure on the local motherfuckers. We can't touch them assholes out there, but we can touch the motherfuckers out here. Anyways, he continued to say they know President Biden and Vice President Harris are fighting for them. Like me, they don't want to see Donald Trump back in the White House and are ready to work and vote to ensure that doesn't happen. Horsford continued, we're not going back, we're moving forward. Now, y'all, I've been screaming about Project 2020-25 ever since I heard about that shit, like late April, beginning of May. And now all of a sudden the goddamn media is talking about this shit. Taraji didn't mention this shit first. I don't know who did, but I know I wasn't one of the last ones. I've been talking about this shit since I heard about the conception of it. Y'all need to go look it up, and I'm serious. I almost got this program down packed. I'm redoing some of my drawings. I'm doing my deep dive on the goddamn Project 2025, because y'all need to understand this shit. And I'm doing a deep dive on inflation, because you need to understand the president does not control inflation. So y'all need, the people that sit up there talking about, I need to get out of this inflation, it is not the president's fault. Well, I will say it's Trump's fault because of all them damn tariffs. The tariffs don't affect the person that's shipping the shit. It affects the motherfucker getting the shit. You didn't do it right, dumbass. Anyways, So the CBC is set. Why don't they just say CBC? The CBC is set to hold a virtual meeting with Biden on Monday night, according to multiple sources familiar with the plans. Black voters have been key to Biden's coalition in the 2020 Democratic primaries. Black voters in South Carolina resuscitated his campaign and put him on the path to presidency. Again, I vote for my best survival chances, but if it wasn't for that orange turd, I probably would put the pressure on the presidents and shit. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've been talking about it, but I've been telling people, go check this shit out. Man, I be reading the news and shit, and they be slipping that shit out. I'd be like, wait a minute. Ever since Trayvon Martin passed away, I always look at Congress and see what they doing, because they always fuck us over and do something when we ain't looking. They cause shit and get us all up on our nerves and shit. And when we look around, them motherfuckers and pass the fucking law that we didn't have a chance to complain about or do anything about. So see, that's what I'm saying. I caught that shit when I got first wind of that shit. Check out that fucking program. Even if you don't like Biden, vote for somebody that ain't drunk. He gonna get us all fucked up. Now he lying, talking about he ain't had nothing to do with it. Your cabinet made that shit. You hired the motherfuckers. Anyways, let me see. Resuscitated. In addition to choosing the first Black female vice president, he also nominated the first Black woman to a Supreme Court justice. And now keeping the support of Black lawmakers may be key to the presidential political future once again. During a private call between Democratic committee leaders Sunday, 4 senior Democrats called on Biden to exit the race, and several other ranking members also voiced concerns about his ability to beat Trump in November. Even if we do vote, it's all fake and phony. Well, I hope somebody picked him, because I can't handle that another fucking 4 years with that asshole. I don't know who the hell was making money off. I need to know their plan, okay? Because I was broke as hell during the time Trump was here. I came back to the U.S. and I was broke. I should have stayed my ass in China till he was all the way out the office. But shit, I probably wouldn't have been able to come back. Anyways, but on the same call, 2 former chairwomen of the CDC, Representative Maxine Waters and Barbara Lee, both California Democrats, forcefully defended Biden, according to 2 source familiars with their look. God dang it! I just need y'all to understand that Kamala. I still don't understand why he chose her as vice president. Just because she's half Black, she's also half Asian. And she's was also the DA putting all them Black people into jail in California. Or did you forget? Look, I even know about Biden's past. I didn't want him last time. I wanted that daggone Asian dude, Yang. He was talking about $1,000 everybody. Or freaking Bernie. Can we get Bernie? I'll vote for Bernie. I like his fire. He's old as dirt too, but he seems like he got fire. He's ornery. He's not going to be like slow. Ornery people are always full of vinegar. So, they always know what the hell's going on. Them motherfuckers do not go away. Anyways, look, I'm not going to go any further into this shit. He basically wants the Black caucus to support him. They're half and half, and I'm just sick of this shit, really. They started this shit up since last year. We didn't even have a whole fucking term with Biden before we had this toxic ass ex all up in our faces again. Jeez. Exactly. That's again from the local people. I'm just looking out for you, sister. The politician talk with you. Get your shadow. Oh, okay. I get you. Thank you. But hey, I mean, I do have to get out there, love, because they're the ones that are fucking us up. And if like, for instance, that don't watch the news, I gotta get the word out some kind of way. And if it's doing this, I mean, I ain't gonna get into no Illuminati shit, because I don't want to disappear. But I just, it's bigger than me. Because real talk, I almost didn't make it this whole year. I almost tucked my tail between my legs and ran away. It's bigger than me. That's all I can say. But anyways, let me stop looking so angry. This one right here, I listen to many political channels. Oh, cool. Hey y'all, guess what? Miss Crockett is back. I just wanted y'all to know Miss Crockett is back. Representative Jasmine Crockett slams GOP lawmaker who called Kamala Harris DEI hire. I know I love your channel. You give us our news. Yes, girl. And just like those what you call it, that go out there and well, I'm not gonna go into a war zone for y'all, but I will risk it to get the word out. I'll do that. I ain't got a problem doing that. This girl right here, she is just coordinating. The lipstick, the nails, and the shirt all go together. God dang, I wonder how long it takes. I need a get ready with me with Jasmine Crockett. I want to know what she be doing. Texas Representative Jasmine Crockett blasted a fellow state lawmaker after he referred to Vice President Kamala Harris DEI hire. You know what this is? I think DEI hire is becoming synonymous with nigger. I hate to tell you that, but it feels like just like conservative seems to be a code word for racist. Yeah, I don't listen to the politics, but my mama and you keep me informed. That's what I'm saying. I'm not really into the politics. I'm more into what the fuck you're doing. I don't like what they're doing. I don't care about, the bills they're trying to do. I want to know exactly what does that do to me. Lord have mercy. But yeah, so far I'm gonna get a code. I'm gonna break the code. I'm starting to break it. DEI hire is basically turning into a racial slur. Conservative is another way of saying I don't like melanated people. Exactly. Thank you. So we're catching on to this. This is a form of white ebonics. That's what that is. I'm starting to learn that. Rich and not all white, but you know, the racist ones. Yeah, that's what that is. Those are code words. And I'm starting to catch on to y'all bastards. See, we got to start learning those games they be doing. Anyways, on Monday, July 8th, Crockett appeared on MSNBC's Red Readout, where she slammed Texas Representative Chip Roy. Never trust a motherfucker named after food. I'm just going to tell you right now. I'm sorry if your name is after food. I feel a way about you if your name is Chip, Cookie, Buzz. I don't give a fuck. Not Apple. I have a friend named Apple. Cherry, things like that. I don't trust your ass. I'm sorry, I don't. Candy. Well, it depends on how you spell candy, because sometimes if it ends with I might deal with you, but if it ends with a Y, I don't want to fuck with you. Anyways, let's see here now. As he criticized Harris amid talks of her replacing Joe Biden as a Democratic nominee for the president. I just told you how I feel about that, so I'm not going to really say much. If you just listen to what they say, it will tell you everything you need to know, Crockett said Monday. That he's ignorant as all get out. You know she didn't want to say get out. Number two, you can see that he wishes he had half the competency of Vice President Kamala Harris. Don't talk to me about what a DEI hire looks like, because we know that you have never ever engaged in diversity, equity, or inclusion when it came to your office, Crockett continued. So we know what you don't know. We know that you don't know anything about hiring diversity. And somebody put it on. Ooh, she was slaying with that hair. Girl, oh, that was a braid. Those are braids. Girl in the lashes. Woo, who the hell saved this picture for Miss Reed, though? This is not a good picture, ma'am. At least get your hair black before you do that. Why they take that picture of her? That is not flattering. Anyways, the recent remarks come amid calls for Biden to step down from the race after his controversial performance during the presidential debate last month. On Monday, Crockett also slammed Republicans in Texas and Florida, the PEAN, over their efforts to dismantle DEI measures, saying the party should come up with actual policies instead of going after people because of how they look or how they were born. Instead, they need to focus on taking care of the American people, which means that you're going to take care of people other than just white people, she added. Real talk, that's what it is, and that's how I feel about this damn government all through. They don't give a shit about this damn country. All they care about is the blood and tears they can get out of the people. Don't matter what race, real talk. But it's fucked up nonetheless. So here we go, y'all. We about to go into some educational and uplifting. It's not historical, but it's history in the making. So I'm going to do my educational thing because, damn it, I made it and I like showing it. Here I go. Yo, so many, hey, so many, yo, so many, yo, so
many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't got a lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. Young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a booth. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the news. Yeah, it's only us too, so you know we copping that cool. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. We used to chill on the stove, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't shit.
All right, hold on. I muted the wrong damn thing. Shit. I was trying to mute I was trying to mute myself. I never did. God dang. Anyway, so here we go. For the Paris 2024 Olympics, I told you it's history in the making. American runner, oh Lord, somebody help me with this. Wayne Kelati's Olympic journey from I never knew how to say this country. Eritrea? I don't know. To Paris is a childhood dream in the making. God dang it, she's American. Let's leave it at that. She's a pretty little girl. Very little. And that's her right there. So this was reported 2 days ago. Before Wayne Kelati was running 10,000 meters to a finish line, she was running long distance to school in that country. I ain't saying it again. Born in Sada Christian, a small village in the central region of I'm not saying it yet. Eritrea. Oh, Eritrea. Thank you. Kaladi, 27, said it wasn't unusual for kids to walk 4 to 5 hours to get to school every day or to run if they were tardy. Running would eventually take her far beyond the African country to Oregon, where her journey to become an American Olympian started 10 years ago, where the dream was cemented last month with a first-place finish at the Olympic team trials. Let me get that up there. East Africa. Oh, yeah, she does look Somalian. Oh, I get it. So she has some traits. She's so small. She's so small. Kaladi's father unalived when she was young, and she watched her mother struggle to raise her family. She knew she wanted to help her, but how didn't become clear until middle school. In 6th grade, I was in PE class and sitting down watching what everybody was doing, Kaladi said, and my teacher comes to me and said, "You need to run because that's how you earn grade." Not grades, grade. Kaladi was confused after all, and she had to run to school earlier that day and was sore. But her coach told Kaladi to run as fast as she could, and she uncovered a hidden talent, outrunning her classmates and even older kids. Kaladi started competing, but to her, the sport was always about more than just winning a medal or getting a podium. It was a way to help her family. That's kind of how I'd be treating it. Terry, have you had a Nigerian dish close? I hate fufu. Oh, God, I hate fufu. You just brought up some horrible, horrible memories. Oh, my God, I hate fufu. I'm going to do a story on fufu. I'm going to do a story time on fufu, my experience with fufu. I ate it when I was 4, and I'll never do it again. Oh, God, why did you bring that up? Oh, I hate fufu. I'm so sorry. Anybody who loves fufu or is insulted by that, I'm sorry. I'm a picky eater when it comes to certain things. I love the Nigerian stews, but I will not fuck with fufu. Oh, oh yeah, no wonder they run so damn fast. Shit. I run over a rock and I'm on my face. Even though the life I had was a very hard one, she wanted me to stay close to her. God dang it, I forgot the banner again. See, this is what gets on my nerves. I missed 2 of them. Okay, there's this one. Oh, God dang it. Somebody remind me to do the banners because I keep forgetting. Ever since it's a great idea, but I just got used to the old way. So now I got to break it. Anyways, I'm not saying that country again, but you know who I'm talking about. Gained its independence 4 years before Kaladi was born after a decades-long war with Ethiopia. It is one of the least developed countries in the world, according to the United Nations. Then go help them. And one of the most repressive, restricting freedom of expression, opinion, and faith, according to Human Rights Watch. The country has never held elections. Kaladi said that when her running prowess took her to junior championship in Eugene, Oregon in 2014, she saw an opportunity to stay in the U.S. and help her family from abroad. Afraid of being stopped, she didn't tell anyone about her intentions. Oh, you were married? My mom was married to a girl, Terry. You and them damn connections. My mom married a Nigerian dude, but she was helping him get his green card. He's now in California and hanging out with MC Hammer, apparently. And I think we went to his family's house somewhere in like the Midwest, And they gave us fufu, and I embarrassed the shit out of my mother. I'll tell you about it during story time. Okay, so anyway, so she was seeking asylum. Kilati beat her personal record during the race. Her mind, however, was not on crossing the finish line, but an Eritrean flag she saw from the stands. It's a tight-knit community. An Oregon family who had heard about the athlete competing in the event came to the track to cheer them on. Kaladi saw their flag and ran to them. She said she told them she wanted to stay in America and asked them for help. Back home, it's very safe to just go with my family and ask them, like, hey, can I stay with you? It's fine, Kaladi said. Here, I thought it was the same thing the first day when I landed, but it wasn't. After they realized Kaladi was serious about staying, the family agreed to help. They bought her a cell phone, which she used to call home and tell her mother she was seeking asylum in the U.S. I had to call and tell her when I made my decision, Kaladi said. I let her know, and she cried a bit, but that was okay. It would be 8 years before Kaladi saw her again. It was 2 years before I saw my mom again. Through a relative, Kaladi found a cousin she didn't know she had in Leesburg, Virginia, who took her in. She said she told her cousin she wanted to find a job to help her mom, but her cousin insisted she could enroll in school. Shit, 23andMe, and you find out a whole bunch of motherfuckers you wasn't looking for, and end up with a whole bunch of kids that you really didn't know you had to sit up there and claim. Shit. She could get paid to run her cousin. Her cousin told her if she worked it hard in high school and earned a scholarship. Oh, girl, I thought she was already in college. Eventually, Kaladi gave in, enrolling in Heritage High School in Leesburg. Even though she didn't speak any English, she soon found a home on her track and field team. She was recruited to the University of New Mexico, where she won 2019 NCAA Division won cross-country championship and eventually went pro. Back on Eugene in 2021, a couple of days before the trial for the delayed Tokyo Olympics, Kaladi got big news. The country that she had sought refuge in was claiming her as its own. She was getting U.S. citizenship. In the excitement of becoming a citizen, Kaladi said she didn't sleep well or account for the heat awaiting her during the trials that year. She was forced to drop out almost 3/4 through the 10,000-meter race, watching her Olympic dreams for Tokyo fly away. Shikari. Oh, okay, cool. Over the Jamaicans in the Olympics. Oh, she is? I knew she had gotten disqualified for one, but I knew she was still going to be in the Olympics. Allegedly, my cousin Joan Hart is married to William Shakespeare from my ancestry report. Well, shit, according to my family, I am a distant relative of Jody Watley. I have a cousin several cousins in the NFL, and I still am not benefiting from this shit, so it does not help me, sadly. I want to know about a relative when they are very generous. I ain't even met these motherfuckers. Anyways, Kaladi said she blocked all the memories that usually come flooding back when she is in Eugene and focused on the race. 1 foot after the next, she ran the 10,000 meters for half an hour at a steady pace. As she neared the last laps, it was clear she was in the top 3, necessary to secure her spot. But she said her competitive spirit took over. Kaladi pushed and outran Parker Valby and Carissa Schweizer. Ooh, these names. Momentarily falling back in second place, but ultimately beating them by tenths of a second to take first place. Go, girl, go. There they go. They scrawny as hell, too. Damn them, I know. Those must are unattractive legs on those ladies. Yuck. Kaladi is Paris bound, but her job isn't done. I just want to race hard and have the best results in my life, she said. I want to be one of the runners that I used to watch it on TV, you know? Even though she will compete in red, white, and blue, I'm not saying it again, remains close to Kaladi's heart. The close-knit community that as a young girl helped her navigate a foreign country and find her way to Olympic glory has rallied her in the days since she said she had heard from all the people cheering for her. So that's great for her, and I can't take this story anymore because it's a tongue twister and I'm getting cotton mouth again. This is what happens when you're extremely anxious and you have to stay in a subdued way most of your time. But we ain't done about the Olympics and we still making history. I'm not going to make y'all watch it again. But let's check out this story here. So a hurdler qualified for Paris wearing an outfit by an indie black designer, y'all. And there they go. They are starting to look good. That one right there looking skinny as hell and very, very, I just can't get over how thin she is. But hey, the melanin is popping. I wish that young lady nothing but the best. Exactly. I hope her whole family gets to where they need to be. God, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for warning me about the damn banner. I didn't do a banner for this. Fuck. I'm gonna take this off. Okay, that works. The one time I am ready for the banner, I didn't make a banner. You know what? I just can't win. But thank you again, Terry. That helped me out so much. So this was reported yesterday. At the Olympic track and field trials on June 30th, 100-meter hurdler Alacia Johnson, oh, I hope I didn't kill her name, qualified to represent Team USA while wearing an outfit by a black designer. Let's look back up and see which one. She's the one in the middle. The one in the middle, unfortunately, she's hiding it, so we can't see it. We'll look later and see more of it. But black designer did that. Johnson exclaimed, and I did it with a black designer on my chest in a post-race interview where she emotionally asserted her commitment to paving the way for others like her. Johnson, who completed her college career at University of Oregon. What the hell's going on with Oregon? I lived in a state above it, and I didn't hear this much shit about them. Which has close ties to Nike, is generally an unsponsored athlete, making her something of an anomaly among professional track athletes. I thought once I turned professional going to this sport, once I started running fast, I would get the same opportunities, Johnson said, according to Mile Split. Instead, on the track, Johnson wore HMN ALNS, an independent black-owned brand by Philip Mims, who said he draws from diverse inspiration like streetwear, anime, and fashion, and runway fashion. I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. I feel like a lot of Asian people really put a lot of investment in, glorifying a pale skin. But you do not understand. You are really influenced by our culture, and we really like yours. I don't understand why we can't get along better most of the time. But anyways, let's see if we can look at. Ooh, girl, go on with your bad self. That is cute. I didn't see this part, but it looks like I don't know if she's running. She might be walking. I just want to know why she's holding a titty. But this is cute. I'd wear it. I would wear it just out. That's cute. Well, it's too short for me, but yeah. So Mims told NBC News that he was playing Xbox when a friend texted him that Johnson had qualified for the Olympics while wearing one of his designs. To Mims, it was notable that she did not mention HMNALNS specifically. To me, that what she was really saying is kind of like insert any black designer here. She didn't need to have a Nike or Lululemon like there's other designers out there, Mims said. Oh, cool. That's really big for that design. Yeah, it is. While Johnson had approached HMN ALNS prior to the trials about wearing one of his designs, Mims had told the hurdler that the brand, which keeps a small inventory, did not have anything in stock. Mims said he believes that she purchased the outfit herself, a black bodysuit with shorts and half a bikini, half-neck top. Mims himself was surprised to see Johnson in his design at the trials. I would never thought that you could even be running in that, he said, noting that wearing that specific design on the track shows Johnson's creativity. So she basically made her own design out of his design. Either way, it looked good to me. But I think that's more aerodynamic, real talk, because half of them are running around in a bikini. I'm just saying. Indeed, her creativity showed in more than one way at the trials. Johnson borrowed fellow hurdler Tania Marshall's shoes after her own spikes broke before the event, according to Associated Press. Despite the wardrobe challenges, Johnson ran her personal best in the final, landing in second place. She was meant to have that. No matter who was trying to stop her, she was meant to have it. She finished behind world leader Masai Russell with Grace Stark, who just graduated from University of Florida, coming in third. However, despite this breakthrough moment on the world stage for HMNALNS, you got to get a better name than this, sir. Mims said that the trendy athlete leisure staples like jumpsuits and leggings have been part of his brand for years. Johnson, with her awareness of the brand, is now catching everyone else up on the world stage, he says. That's what the platform is for us. That is what the platform is for us. That does not sound. That's what the platform is for us. That's what the stage is for, to finally shed light on some people that have already been doing it for so long. But, Mims, sir, why didn't you make her something? She had to make something out of shit you already made. So you need to be thanking her. Really? You just need to be thanking her because she asked you for the shit and you didn't give it to her. Oh well, whatever. Now it's time for everybody's favorite, and I really don't think it's a favorite in my opinion. I think it's just a waste of time. Matter of fact, before I even do it, let's go and see my commercial one more time because every time I do this, I get to smoke. So, and you know, I don't smoke nicotine. I'm just letting y'all know. Let me see.
Now, I don't do drugs, though. Just weed.
Just letting you know. And I got a medical card, so don't even come at me. Here we go.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
I'm back. I have a banner. I got a banner. Ooh, I'm trying not to cough. I got a banner. There you go. Sorry, I was trying hard. Today's been very busy, so I didn't have the relaxation that I was trying because I've been trying to figure out how to get that software to work so I can do my deep dive. I finally figured the shit out, and it required me to do some extra drawings, so I pushed it until I had like 10 minutes to get ready, and here we are. So anyways, did you hear what Serena Williams said about Drake, that Drake diss track, Not Like Us? Oh, Lord, and you even got the damn athletes jumping in on your ass. Drake, just freaking immigrate to Australia. Shit. Whether you love or loathe Drake, it's been entertaining watching the smug multimillionaire get knocked down a few pegs. The latest famous name to dance all over his downfall is tennis GOAT Serena Williams. Once upon a time, the two were rumored to be romantically involved, which makes her comment on Kendrick's instant classic Not Like Us even more interesting. He is not handsome. I don't understand what the hell everybody likes about him. And I'm going to say it again. I just can't respect you if you didn't have some kind of adversary growing up as a rapper. I just can't, because that's the whole point of hip hop. Hip hop was born from the adversaries of New York. Okay? I'm not saying what race, what ethnicity, they were brown. Doesn't matter. But it came from adversity. This motherfucker was in a teen soap opera. I don't watch no soap operas. The only soap opera I ever watched had a witch or somebody got possessed. That's the only time I watched those bitches. Other than that, it's too much damn anxiety for me. But yo ass, yeah, exactly, Terry. Take your ass back to shit. I don't think half the people in Canada like your ass all that much. Shit. They like you enough to beat up Rick Ross, but they don't like you enough not to come to your house and fuck with you. All right, girl, go get your medicine. I know how that is. Take care of yourself, and if you have time, watch the replay. So, could y'all hear me, or was I just like doing all of this and nobody heard anything? Tell me real quick, because I just did half a whole story. And I'm not sure if I was muted. Have a blessed night, Miss Bev. Could y'all hear me, or did I just do this muted? Let me know before I go any further, because if I didn't, I now I got to rewind, because I thought I unmuted myself. Oh God, thank you. Oh, thank you. I got worried. I've been sitting up here fussing over Drake and all this shit, and I thought I had muted myself. I was gonna be so mad. You too, Miss Bev. Take care of yourself. You and your family. Take care of yourselves. So anyways, I love that song. It's the hit of the summer. So this is what Serena said. I love that song. It's the hit of the summer. When they play that jam, I'm jamming, Williams said. That jam is jamming. Okay, the jam is jamming. You kind of lost me with that one. The Compton native also expressed her admiration for how Lamar brought multiple groups together at his pop-out concert in Inglewood, California. Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that concert like free? Because I was watching somebody's stream and they were saying that people were refunding tickets so that other people that were in LA could see the ticket. Oh, thank God I'm good. I'm telling you right now, I thought I had done all of that shit and I had to turn around and I was like, why y'all sitting up here just quiet, watching the screen go and not hearing me and didn't tell me. No salt, where your ass been? Girl, I've been missing you. Hey y'all, go check out No Salt BP. They, unfortunately, to the kerfuffle with Red, I found out how to cover people with my account when I do the what you call it. I finally got a mod in my room. I'm so happy about that. Anyways, let me. There she go. Y'all check out No Salt. This is her channel right here. Let me bring that down. Let me bring that down. God dang it. Let me bring it down. Bring it down. Let me try that again. I'm so annoyed. And I gotta move that. But y'all check out her channel. It's nosaltbp.org. Go check out No Salt BP. Her webpage is nosaltbp.org. Go check her out, please. Now going back over here, as I was continuing to tell y'all what Serena had to say about that damn fake rapper, I still don't look at him as a real rapper. I cannot. He was on a soap opera. That is not respectable. Anyways, you definitely crip walking in that song. It's so cool what he did, though. Bringing everyone to the stage, that was incredible. I couldn't believe it, she said. Way back in 2015, there were rumors about the two, Serena and Drake, dating when TMZ published photos of them making out at an upscale Cincinnati restaurant. I don't know what she sees in him. He also attended some of her matches that year, adding more fuel to the dating rumors. Like most of her previous relationships, Williams did not confirm involvement. Reason why Serena loves that song is because Trey said her husband was a fan of day shoes. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did hear him taking. I heard Drake been taking some stupid ass swipes, and it's all coming back to bite him in the ass. If you're wondering why four-time Olympic gold medalist might be happy to get him knocked down, it's because long after they both moved on and she married Reddit co-founder Alexis Ohanian, Drake couldn't keep Serena's name out his mouth. On the song Middle of the Ocean from his 22 album Her Loss, I Never Heard It, the Canadian superstar dropped the lyrics, sidebar, Serena, your husband was a groupie. He claimed we don't got a problem, but no, boo, it is like you coming for sushi. I don't get it, and I don't like it. Ohanian responded to the jab on social media, writing on Twitter, the reason I stay winning is because I'm relentless about being the absolute best at whatever I do, including being the best groupie for my wife and daughter. And that's what men should be, groupies to their wives and daughters. Ohanian also seems to be a fan of Not Like Us, as he quote tweeted a post about Kendrick's pop-out performance of the song with a clip of the late Kobe Bryant proclaiming, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to let you know I beat you, and I'm gonna want you to reconsider your professional choice. Yeah, I think a lot of people feel that way about Drake right about now. If you look at deeper at the picture, is Kendrick's throwing shots at Drake for being biracial, but he is a biracial baby. I thought it was just because he's a damn poser and really leans on his Jewish side. Because dude really leans on his Jewish side. And if you actually, like, when you check back on his past, he really leaned on his Jewish side and really didn't lean anywhere near his black side. I'm just saying. Whitney looked like she got a hold of her black side. I'm just saying. But then again, my grandmother was biracial. As far as we're concerned, Serena can say whatever she wants about all of these rappers who have been referencing her and her body in their music. That woman got a goddamn brick house, and Kendrick Lamar is not married to his. I know, we know, it's his apparently fiance now. Former high school friends and high school sweethearts. Let me see. In fact, we want. Actually, I don't even know if they were high school sweethearts because it sounded like they were friends when he first started. In fact, we want even more pettiness from Serena. Let's see her, Alexis, and the kids dancing around their mansion like Kendrick and Whitney were at the end of the video. Hey, I ain't got a problem with that. I think they should do like a parody of it. Everybody that Drake talked about should be dancing. He's only black when it relates to. Exactly. Broke it down, and they were saying like before while he was in Canada, it was all about Jewish. He was Jewish, always Jewish. And And he said things in front of his family. He said the N-word in front of his Jewish family. And apparently there was like, they didn't flinch or nothing. There was no uncomfortable, nothing like that. But that is neither here and there. It's all alleged. I don't know. Let's move on though. Let me go change this damn banner. Take this banner off. Because you know I'm not very good at it. Anyway, so let's here we go. Oh, sorry, wrong one.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So, for all of those thirsty people who are really into this couple, I really don't care about either one. But the beef went nuclear when he mentioned Whitney. They got, yeah, true. But see, Drake always is mentioning people's, people's wives. That's why he be getting attention like he do. He need to stop it. So, anyways, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are officially divorced. He's the one that chased her. That's why I just don't get why they divorced. He's the one that literally chased her. Is it because he suddenly got shine? I don't know, but we're gonna talk. That is not an attractive woman, that lady that I just saw right there. Anyway, so Los Angeles, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are officially divorced. A Los Angeles County judge's dissolution of the marriage of the two actors, who had already been separated for years, took effect Tuesday. Bonet and Momoa were married for more than 7 years and were a couple 12 years before they wed. Damn. Yeah, she was kind of, I didn't know. She was kind of wild for me when I was little. I was more about Denise and Rudy. Everybody said I looked like Rudy when I was little. But I wanted my name to be Denise because I got tired of people making fun of me. But anyways, Bonet, whose legal name is Lila Koi Moon, filed for divorce in January. The documents listed the couple's separation as October 7, 2020, more than 3 years earlier. They made their separation public in 2022. The divorce went as quickly as legally possible and came without dispute. Neither person will get financial support. They have agreed on how to split their assets, and they will have joint custody of their 16-year-old daughter and 15-year-old son. Momoa, 44, he's older than me, is best known for his roles in Aquaman movies and Game of Thrones. Never watched either. Bonet, 56, was a star of the Cosby Show, it's a spinoff, A Different World, and the films High Fidelity and Enemy of the State. Didn't watch that either. It was the first marriage for Momoa, who has revealed on social media that he is dating hitman and father of the bride actress Adria Arjona. Who the hell? I need to see who that is because I'm nosy like that, and I want to know. Cosby did her dirty. He told her to get rid of her unborn child. Oh, god dang, that was messed up. Yep. Okay. All right. So this is who he's dating. He just like yellow people, apparently. That's who he's dating. Unless that's who he's dating, because it said actor, but I think it's the girl. It was the second marriage for Bonet, who was previously married to rocker Lenny Kravitz and has another daughter, Zoe Kravitz, with him. I just want to say this much about Lisa Bonet. I think she has that effect that Erykah Badu has. Once she gets her hands on you, it's kind of mystifying what she does to men, and then she just walks away. I don't know. Lenny Kravitz is pretty. She is. I don't know. Is that man with those pretty freaky eyes? Is that man with those pretty freaky eyes? Which one? I didn't see it. I missed it. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, he does have pretty eyes. Yeah, Momoa has those pretty eyes. His eyes are pretty. He's also in that stupid T-Mobile video commercial where he's dancing around like the 80s. Yeah, she is. But I'm sorry. Sometimes I get her confused with Sidney Poitier's daughter because, I'm not too crazy about Sidney Poitier's daughter. She's a so-so. I just don't connect very well. So anyways, let me get rid of this one before I do this. Thank God I had a moment to change the banner. Whew, Lord. So here we go. Oops.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
SHABOOZEY. Who? 5 things you need to know about the new black face of country music. I can promise you I will not be listening to you, but I support you all the way. Just not your outfit, your hair, or the genre of music, but I support your success, sir. I do not like your hair, and I'm not crazy about country music. And your suit reminds me of a clutch purse. Just saying. With a Beyonce stamp of approval and his most recent number one hit, a bar song Tipsy, SHABOOZEY, that name is killing me, is making waves in the industry, and we should all be paying attention. I didn't like country music before, and I don't give a damn what race it is, because there have been black country singers since before I was born. I am not changing my opinion just because some people that look like me are getting more into it. I don't like country music. Good luck on your endeavors, sir. The singer-songwriter is famous for his ability to blend genres like country and hip-hop while still being authentically himself. I've always been on a real mission to bridge the gap between cultures, whether that's hip-hop and country or just urban and rural, SHABOOZEY told GQ in a recent interview. I like some country artists, though they stole it from us. Yeah, they did. And then they tried to say it was theirs. They pulled a drumpf on us. But I will say, I did come to like Over and Over Again. I never liked that Nas X song because I never really listened to it. I never tried. But you got to have it mixed up, because straight country, I will walk the hell away. I don't like blues. I don't like blues music. My mother likes blues music. Give me some R&B, but I don't like blues. So it's not a race thing with this. With his recent performance at the BET Awards and the release of his third album, Where I've Been Isn't Where I'm Going, SHABOOZEY has been on a roll. And for those who might be late to the party, here's what you need to know. SHABOOZEY says his Nigerian-American background shaped his passion for country music. I think it also shaped your hair choices. Although he grew up in Virginia, SHABOOZEY's family is from Nigeria. According to him, his dad first moved to Texas from Nigeria. Why would you move to Texas? Oh. Where his country roots were first planted. While SHABOOZEY was young, his father played country artists like Kenny Rogers and Garth Brooks. SHABOOZEY also listened to a lot of traditional Nigerian music, and of course, anything playing on the radio like Nelly. Well, yeah, I could see that. What you say, country music has been in the southern states, especially in our town, because we have rodeos. Yeah, that's why I don't like it. Because I kept hearing it, and I never went to a rodeo. Everybody goes on a rodeo. I haven't even gone on a hayride. My mom brought me to Louisiana. The most you gonna catch me at is a crawfish boil or a debutante ball, but or the Black Expo at the Civic Center, or on Sundays in the summer at the Civic Center, on Easter at the Civic Center. I'm just saying, the Civic Center. I have never seen a Civic Center in Boston. Is there a Civic Center up here, Terry? Let me know. SHABOOZEY actually spent 2 years in Nigeria going to a boarding school. He says that experience also shaped his appreciation for the outdoors. Agriculture is a big thing over there, he told GQ. You're growing the stuff you eat. I definitely think there's a connection there. You're coming off as bohemian to me, sir. His stage name, SHABOOZEY, actually comes from his Nigerian name. Well, that's good. It's just the way it's spelled throws me off. Oh, girl, thank you. I have not had a mod in the longest. So according to the singer, SHABOOZEY comes from the last part of his birth name, Collins Obinna Chibueze. While in high school, SHABOOZEY said the interpretation of his surname kind of stuck, so I picked it and kept it pushing. The New Wave magazine, Shibu is Igbo for God is King. Ooh, that's a good name. Oh, there is one. I have never been to it. I'm gonna go check it out. Here go. Who are you? Oh, it's Mavis. Mavis is up here. Let's see. He got his musical start from rapping during the SoundCloud era. I feel like every artist at some stage wanted to rap. I did, and then I stopped because I knew I couldn't. I had a rap phase like everybody, he said to GQ. As a kid, SHABOOZEY was influenced by rappers like Drake, Joey Badass, and Joey Badass. While growing up in Virginia, SHABOOZEY said he was influenced by the DMV, DC, Maryland, and North Virginia. So that's what that stands for. Man, I've been thinking it's like the dematerialized. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, okay. Rap and hip hop scene which gave birth to Wale and Pharrell. I do like Wale. Pharrell is kind of weird. I do like his music. He just comes off as weird. Thank you, Queen, because I was just typing it out for my good sis. Thank you so much. Let's see, in 2018, SHABOOZEY signed his first record deal. The country music star first signed to Republic Records after moving to Los Angeles in 2018. He then released his first album. That same year, he scored a collaboration with label mate Duckworth, which I've never heard of, for a song featured on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. By 2021, Empire Records had scooped the 23-year-old SHABOOZEY, according to the Washington Post. Then the rest was history. And number 5, he wanted to be an author, but he's not too far from his original dream. SHABOOZEY told Harper's Bazaar he actually wanted to become a writer. The universe had other plans as pursued his passion for music. He gets to tell his stories, but instead of writing, SHABOOZEY is killing the Billboard hits. I might actually listen to him. He sounds like he got some shit going on. I'm just not a fan of freaking country music. It's just me. I've never been a Southern girl. I've just been forced into the South a lot by my Southern mother. His most recent single, bar song "Tipsy," became his first to reach the top of the Hot 100 chart, making him the first Black man to ever accomplish this feat in country music. What about the Neville brothers? Anyways, right before him, Beyonce became the first Black woman in Billboard history to reach number 1 on the country music charts with Texas Hold'em. SHABOOZEY's country pop hit took over this month. To celebrate his accomplishment, the Virginia native took to Twitter, "Take a double shot of whiskey for me," he said. I guess it's from that picture I just showed y'all. So give me a second. I'm scratching my kitten. Care that itches on Friday. She just laying there like I'm braiding her hair. Anyways, my leg is not a resting post. I just want you to know that. He recently announced he will be touring his third album, which will begin this fall. Well, congratulations, SHABOOZEY. I just never expected that name to hit me like that. But before we continue into the health side, let me go ahead and do my commercial one more time, because I want people who haven't been here in a while to see it. But also, this is what I've been doing since I had to do some interior decorating of my channel. So here we go.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. Yeah. It's just me and the fam. My little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours, it's the hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
Yeah, I did hear about them when they were talking about how there were more than just, with what's her name? Michelle K. She's going into country music. So they were talking about several other people, and he was mentioned, but I was more thrown off by the name than anything. And then I saw him in the news, so I said, well, let me talk about him. Oh, where the hell you come from, Cat? Damn, Hattie, you look like you just woke up. Come down, Hattie. Hattie looking like she just woke up. I think she did. Looking at me like a hangover. Anyways, sitting up here yelling at the cat. I forgot to put this up. So, new study reveals potential dangers of drinking alcohol during flights. That's fucked up. I like doing that because I hate being conscious when I'm on that plane. If you're taking to the friendly skies, I'm not if it's Boeing. Yeah, K. Michelle. That's who I meant. I said Michelle K. I meant K. Michelle. I think I got celebrity dyslexia. Shit. Anyways, what are you eating? That is not for you. God dang you, badass cat. Now what are you doing? Anyways, it's not friendly skies. I'm terrified of planes now. You may want to think twice before getting on an in-flight alcoholic beverage. While most travelers enjoy having a glass of wine or a cocktail, it's vodka for me, to get relaxed during the flight, a recent study found that consuming alcohol on airplanes can have a detrimental impact on a person's body. According to experts, drinking at high altitudes puts a strain on the body's cardiovascular system as it reduces blood oxygen levels and triggers dehydration more. No wonder I'd be wanting a whole bunch of water after that. What are you chewing on? Get out of the bra! God dang you! I've never flown, and I think I will never. Oh yeah, I meant to come back to what you said about Phoenix. Also consider Dallas. Mavis and Hattie ain't never gonna freaking behave. Who didn't know this after the passing of John Singleton? I'm just saying. But let's see. According to experts, drinking at high altitudes puts a strain on the body. Okay, I read that. Let's see. Why not just avoid drinking in a situation that is already stressful for the body? Study author Ava Maria Elmhurst told National Geographic. Beyond the stress of navigating TS, luggage, and boarding, traveling on an aircraft inherently puts stress on an individual's body. Every time they take off in the air, I get stressed. Though airplanes use pressurized systems to help alleviate the impacts, reaching high altitudes decreases oxygen levels within the flight's cabin, accordingly decreasing passengers' blood oxygen level, according to a pulmonologist, Dr. Colin Church, per the New York Times. As a result, the body instinctively finds ways to adapt to these environments, explained Dr. Andrew Lux, a physician and University of Washington professor of pulmonary and critical care and sleep. Oh, Lord. I remember that. I didn't pay attention to what he died from, though. Your heart rate's higher, you breathe more, you either take more breaths each minute and or take deeper breaths, Lux said per National Geographic. There are a whole range of psychologic responses in the body, and most of which are intended to help your body adjust to low oxygen conditions and compensate for it. Oh, excuse me. With the added effects of alcohol, these factors can have varying effects on travelers, depending on their health, age, and physiology. The study found that even healthy participants experience moderate cardiac stress comparable to what one would experience when taking a walk when mixing alcohol and altitude. Although young, healthy people are more likely to be able to tolerate low blood oxygen levels, also known as hypoxemia, these conditions can cause tissue damage. On the other hand, experts say that implications of combining alcohol and altitude can be more severe for older people or people with pre-existing cardiac or respiratory conditions. Shit, I got a murmur. Increasing the likelihood of having a medical emergency in flight. In addition to impacting the cardiovascular system, alcohol can impact one's sleep. I'm going to tell you right now, after 3 vodka bottles, I couldn't sleep properly. While the study acknowledges how quickly a glass of wine or cocktail can help passengers fall asleep, the research revealed that alcohol can ultimately interfere with the quality of sleep. And you ain't getting quality sleep on no plane. You're lucky if you don't get a crick. When you drink a lot of alcohol, it does have a depressant effect and you feel sleepy, Marianne Piano, a substance abuse expert and professor of nursing in Vanderbilt University, explained per National Geographic. But as you're sleeping, your blood alcohol level is declining at certain blood alcohol levels. It actually becomes more of a stimulant and it wakes you up. Mixing alcohol and altitude often caused participants in the study to wake from their sleep more often, making them feel less rested the following day. I will attribute to that. Though experts ultimately recommend not consuming alcohol during air travel if you must indulge, they suggest having one drink during a flight to minimize impact altitude and alcohol can have on your body. Follow that drink with water to avoid dehydration and monitor how you're feeling at the end of the flight. Go ahead and have a beer or a glass of wine, Lux concluded, but don't overdo it. Man, I ain't even gonna lie. I would love just one glass of beer right now. And an air conditioner and a flea collar. But anyways, let's move on to the next story. I thought this would be best in the health area, even though it's more of an alphabet mafia story. But I still felt it was here. It should be here. So Trevor Project announced its new CEO, James Black, to helm the LGBTQ self-deletion prevention nonprofit. Just want you to go ahead and look at that name and guess what this person looks like. And there they are, because I'm not even going to fight with this one. So this was reported today. When James Black was 17, they accidentally dropped a note intended for their girlfriend at their high school in Robstown, Texas, a suburb of Corpus Christi. Another classmate picked it up, and soon the news of their relationship spread. From then on, they were known as the gay girls at school. We knew gay guys. We didn't give a shit. We really didn't. Just don't start shit. Nobody cared what you were. Just don't start shit with nobody. And don't lie. That was the only thing. Just don't lie. If you a dude, tell people you a dude. If you a chick, tell people you a chick. That's all they wanted. If motherfuckers found out you was dude, then you got your ass whooped. If they was thinking you was a girl and you told them you was a girl and they reached down and they felt a twig and berries, then you got your ass whooped. That's all I'm saying. This was the 1990s, South Texas, so it was frankly brutal the way the kids treated us after they found out, said Black 49. The teachers would not talk with me about it. What that led to is me dropping out of school. It was too isolating and I just didn't feel like I could go on. Black, who uses all pronouns, God dang it, said that lived experience and the way it allows them to relate to what some LGBTQ youths have faced across the country is top of mind as they take on their new role as CEO at the Trevor Project, National Self-Deletion Prevention and Crisis Intervention nonprofit organization for the alphabet youth, because I'm tired of reading. They are the organization's first Black and first non-binary CEO. Whatever you say, if you like it, I love it. Previously, the president and CEO of Family Equality, a national nonprofit organization dedicated to advancing equality. I used to work with Family Equality. For LGBTQ families, Black is stepping into the position at the Trevor Project during a perilous time for LGBTQ youth and trans youth in particular. Are you sure you're trans youth? Because your brain isn't done. I'm just saying. Just don't do nothing that you can't reverse till you're sure what you want. That's all I gotta say. As of this month, state lawmakers have introduced 527 bills targeting the alphabet people, particularly trans youth, up from a total of 510 all of last year. Damn, they have a lot of laws going out. According to the American Civil Liberties Union, such legislation includes proposals. This fucker just jumped on my clothes out of nowhere. Get off my damn clothes. She just pulled a damn Spider-Man. This little fucker hot. Oh shit, there's two of them over there. I didn't know that. You little fuckers get on my nerves. Get my clothes dirty and see what happened. Sorry about that. That motherfucker hop like a frog. I ain't never seen a cat move like that. I hope you fall. Get off my clothes. That is not a mountain. I'm going to throw something at your ass. Keep playing with me. Get your dirty paws off of that. I just washed that. Little bastard. I'm going to come over there. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Aha, that's why you fell. Asshole. Anyways, let's see. Such legislation includes proposals to restrict trans students' participation in school sports and access to transition-related medical care, as well as bills to limit classroom discussion or instructions of the alphabet topics, among others. The national crime Black noted is negatively affecting the alphabet youth, according to the data from the Trevor Project. A poll conducted by Morning Consult. Give me a second. Did you just make a bed out of my clothes? Motherfucker, you can only have one bed. Anyways, a poll conducted by Morning Consult in the fall of 2022 found that 86% of trans and non-binary youth said recent debates around bills targeting trans people have negatively affected their mental health, and 45% of trans youth said they experienced cyberbullying as a result of such policies and debates in the last year. The organization's 2023 national survey found that 41% of LGBTQ young people seriously consider self-deletion. I gotta go. I invited the Latter-day Saints for a spiritual guidance after my court hearing. Well, girl, get your spirit on, and I hope it benefits you more than anything. I'm almost done. After this, I got my strange news, and I'm out. I'm kicking cat butts. Did you climb? Oh, give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm about to whoop somebody's ass. Did y'all climb under my clothes? What the fuck are y'all doing up there? Get out of there. Where's the other one? You climbed in my jacket? Here. Looney Tune in my jacket. God dang asshole. Go climb the other shit. All right, I'm back. But I just shared your link to my community. Well, so much love, always peace and blessings and abundance. You too, love. Please go check out her page for Now You On My Bed. Man, I think I'm just gonna do like recordings of me cussing these cats. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. I told you I was gonna throw something at you. I threw an empty bottle at her butt. Because I saw she was getting ready to do that jump. You ain't jumping on my damn clothes. Shit. You already made a bed out of my other clothes. The organization's 2023 national survey found that 41% of alphabet young people seriously considered self-deletion in the previous year, including half of trans and non-binary respondents. Oh, Lord. Black said that she begins her new role. She hopes her story can help demonstrate what some LGBTQ youths today are going through. As bad as my story sounds, I can't imagine what our youths are going through today, Black said. I got to keep looking at my clothes now. I really need to hang them up, but shit, I'm about to move. I didn't have the internet. I didn't have text messaging. Many of the things that they have to deal with on top of already being isolated, rejected, bullied. That is what's at the top of my mind. How do we ensure that people understand we must protect our youth? How do people understand protecting our youth transcends politics? Yeah, it do. I don't know what that is, and I'm not going to ask. Black said that after she dropped out of high school, she received her GED diploma, and that at 21, she scraped up about $70 with her then girlfriend and moved to Dallas. Houston, actually, at that time, had the most Black lesbians. Just saying. She found what she called the Gayborhood and a lesbian bar called Sue Ellen's, which is the oldest lesbian bar in Texas. I found community, and that was a breath of fresh air, Black said. About a decade later, on a Wednesday night at Sue Ellen's in 2006, Black met Sherilyn, now her wife. In 2007, they married in Victoria, British Columbia. It would be 8 more years before the U.S. Supreme Court granted same-sex marriages nationwide. In 1997, Black got a job working in an information technology call center. They worked their way into leadership. Then during the pandemic, they decided they wanted to leave the corporation. And basically, I'm not going to finish this because it's a very, very long read, and I'm almost done. She's basically now in charge of this group. And hopefully she, whatever she wants to be called, can use her experience to help these people. Because she's saying, you see how much our families need each other and how we need safety. When you are in a space with 600 other families in a place like Provincetown, where you don't have to explain why you have 2 moms, you don't have to explain why your dad is gay, you don't have to explain why you may be an African-American child with Caucasian parents. Black said, not only did my family feel safe, but it also demonstrated that our families want to feel like that all the time. And I believe that's what she's trying to do for this group. God bless you. And as I said before, I wish you all the benefits and success in your endeavor. Now, I'm going to do my commercial one last time. Hey, Moo Moo. I'm going to, y'all go check out Moo Moo's page as well. I forgot my banner again. God dang it. That's all right. I got one last one. I'll get the hang of this eventually. Eventually, I will get the hang of it, and my banners will come up. But, let's look at the weird ass news. There go her page. Let me do that one more time. There it is. There go her page. Please go check out her page. Subscribe, join. It's quite an interesting conversation you have over there. So here we go. Doing the commercial, and then we're gonna do the weird shit. This will be the last time I do the commercial, y'all. Tonight.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turn up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turn.
All right, y'all. In weird news, Alabama woman is 108, and she says she stays young by flirting with men with mustaches. I told you it was weird news, and that is goddamn weird. So this was reported today. An Alabama woman celebrated her 108th birthday, offered an unusual answer to how she keeps herself feeling young: drinking wine, eating dessert, and flirting with men with mustaches. I ain't even gonna lie, when I was little, I used to love people with mustaches because my dad was never there. He had a mustache. I think I was trying to compensate. But anyways, Helen Denmark turned 108 on Sunday. She was celebrated with a party Monday thrown by her friends and caregivers at Brookdale Assisted Living in Birmingham. Denmark said she doesn't feel any older than she did when she was 107. Well, how the hell old did she feel then? And told WDHN TV she stays feeling youthful by drinking wine, eating dessert, and flirting with men with mustache. How many times are they going to say that shit? The centurion said she still feels healthy and strong. Well, I feel all right, she said. I'll be here when I'm 110. In my opinion, that must mean you are ornery as hell. The U.S. Census Bureau estimated there were about 101,000 people over the age of 100 living in the country as of January, and that number is expected to quadruple to about 422,000 by 2054 if the government doesn't unalive us all by then. But apparently that's her thing. I think she's ornery, and I think that's how you stay young. You annoy the shit out of everybody and make everybody else miserable, and for some reason, life wants you there longer. Don't forget stink meaner. I know a bunch of stink meaners in real life, and I'm like, your ass is gonna live till you're 100. I can tell. You have longevity. But that's it for the news, y'all. And I'll give you 5 more minutes. If anybody has anything they want to ask or want me to mention, let me know. Well, actually, you got 2 minutes because it's 8:30. I complained a little too much. I got off track. But let me know if you want to talk about something. You got any questions before I leave? Let me know so we can talk about it before I leave because I'm about to hit the mute button. So I just want to know, did anybody hear me talk about the 108-year-old woman? Please tell me you did. I don't think my mute button is working. Did y'all hear me talk about the 108-year-old woman? Which I forgot the banner again. You feel y'all joining heavy. Oh, thank God. Okay, well then that's it for the news tonight. Full of fuckery, and apparently, these goddamn celebrities have been busy. So that I was shocked with that much. But I am trying a little different, get a little tea in there first, like my homeboy suggested, and then give you the news. Unfortunately, the news also includes tea. But I'm only going to give you the tea that gets so bad it gets into the national news. Then I'll give it to you. But anyways, good night, y'all. Pray for me. I'm still working on my situation. If you know, you know. If you don't, and you want to know, holla at me where you can find me. If you can't find me, then that means you don't need to know. But anyway, I love y'all. Y'all, without y'all, I'm nothing. Have a good night. I'll see y'all either on Sunday or when I finally figure out this damn software this week. Have a blessed night, y'all. Good night.
I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. This ain't all with my soul. All the way I can't stay. No, I always gotta go. Playing house, this ain't a home with my soul.